On the second day of UNEA, many delegates attended a symposium on environmental rule of law. Participants discussed issues such as environmental democracy, human rights, environmental law and law enforcement, and international compliance mechanisms.
Environmental issues, disputes over natural resources, whether they be in terms of access or preventing access, the cliché clash of development versus environment, more often than not, is finding its way into legal processes.
Environment cannot be a pillar for sustainable development. It is the foundation for sustainable development. If there is no environment, there is no sustainability, there is no sustainable development. Let's not fool ourselves.
The rule of law is essential to sustainable development and, of course, to conservation. Alas, however, without the rule of law, we cannot protect ecosystems and the ecosystem services what nature gives us, essential for humanity's well-being.
At a side event, the seriousness of the illegal trade in wildlife was addressed. The illegal trade in wildlife is worth an estimated $213 billion annually and is the world's fourth largest illicit trade. Organized criminal networks are cashing in on the poaching crisis with relative impunity.
There is no denial that poaching and illegal trafficking of wildlife and wildlife products has reached a stage where it's a global problem requiring a global solution.
Enough talk in rooms. We now need to see results in the front lines, and that's where we need to see change.
Illegal trade in wildlife and timber products finances criminal and militia groups, threatening security and sustainable development.
It is contributing to what is referred to as threat finance. And we all know that these are not small amounts of money, and in fact sustain conflict, enable people to buy arms, and ultimately to put civil strife and conflict not simply as a localized phenomenon, but as part of a transnational network that operates across the globe.
At another interactive panel discussion, chemicals and waste were on the agenda. The sound management of chemicals and waste are key factors in the protection of the environment. The topic of chemical waste has not always been at the forefront of environmental issues, but that is slowly beginning to change.
Through the years, chemicals have tended to become a little invisible in the environmental discourse, and the reasons, several reasons. Some of them are that pollution is invisible. Chemicals do not have boundaries, and our work is also integrated and coordinated.